Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Stephen Meade with Domicile real estate for people who love houses, which is hopefully you if you are watching this video. We are a real estate brokerage here in Southern California, Los Angeles and Orange counties, and we specialize in architectural and unique homes. So, what is this video series? We call it Window Shopping. It is where we take a look at what we think are kind of cool listings online and tell you what we think about them. So, you know, I have a love of weird houses, and I use that term weird. It's a term of endearment. I mean it as a compliment. And I think Southern California, especially in the 1940s, 50s, and 1960s, was really a hotbed of people willing to experiment and do things that were just different. And this home is exactly like that. And also, something else special about this home, in real estate, we often use the term $1 million views. I'm pretty sure you've heard that term $1 million views before. Well, this is a home that has $2 million views because it is priced at $2 million. So without further delay, let's take a look and I'll tell you what I think. So this is 7850 Fareholm Drive in Los Angeles. It's listed at $2 million. Now, I will tell you, this is not our listing. It is listed by Robin Greer of Core Real Estate Group. However, we would love to represent you as a buyer. And if you're a buyer, you really do want your own representation. So, when you look at the specs on this house, it doesn't really seem to make a lot of sense. And one of the things we do talk about on here is I try to avoid conversations about price. If you want to know what I think about the price of a house, reach out to me separately. I am happy to discuss that with people on a one-on-one basis. So this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath home that is about 1,000 square feet. It was built in 1960, and it is for sale in Los Angeles for $2 million. That might seem a little odd, but as I said, there are a lot of special qualities to this house. And starting off, there's kind of a hint here. This is a very unusual roof line, and I'm calling this side area here part of the roof because it really is. It's really a very steeply sloped roof. So you've got this shed style here, and you have these beams that stick out because this is a carport that you park under. This is what the home looks like on the inside, and this sort of very unique sort of wall slash roof creates just an entirely different feel that really is not replicated anywhere else. I mean, this home was an experimental design where somebody went to the moon with it. You're also seeing a little bit out here. I don't know if it shows up on the video, but I mean, the views of downtown are just spectacular to see the Los Angeles skyline from this house. And this one was built in 1960, right? The LA skyline was not great in 1960. Most people are unaware, but the city of Los Angeles actually had, an ordinance that severely limited the height of buildings in downtown Los Angeles, and that was not lifted really until I think it was either the late 60s or the early 1970s. So the skyline you see in this picture did not exist when this home was built. And you can see out here, you've got a deck. And what this does is it expands your viewing angle, right, out of this house. So this gives you kind of more of a daytime picture. It's not a big living room, but I think it could be an amazing living room. You've got a lot of glass, and you have sight lines that just exist as far as the eye can see, really. And you'll notice you've got this window set here, kind of set into the wall. So this is both it's kind of half window, half skylight, depending on how you look at it. A small kitchen, you've got that entry area. Homes in this size range are not going to feel big, right? Like, I don't think you can really, I don't know, sugarcoat that. This is a very efficient, compact home, and it always will be. But I also look at the plus side of that. There's not a lot to take care of when you want to do remodeling. It's not super difficult to do. And this is a home, again, I'd recommend having a very light touch with it, but I also think there's a lot of untapped potential in this house. When you are in a smaller space like this, every square inch and every small detail matters. And if you're a designer or an architect, when you look at homes like this really is an opportunity to shine, right? It's easy to make a beautiful room in a standard box shaped home that's of average size. It's not a real challenge if you're a designer, but taking such an unusual property and really accentuating the good points, that really is the work where as a designer or an architect that you really kind of show off your skills. Kind of a fun creative kitchen here where it's got this little breakfast bar space built into the counter. Again, it's not a huge kitchen, but there's decent counter space and it's open and workable. Again, more of this view out from the deck. I mean, this gives you an idea, right? This is a view that really is even better than 180 degrees, I think, from this home. Got a primary bedroom suite here. It also has views out towards downtown. You've got a lot of glass, a lot of light. You know, this home was remodeled, judging by, I'm going to say probably about 10 to 15 years ago. I'll be 100% honest with you. I am not a fan of what they've done. I think this home needs a cleaner, simpler aesthetic. I think this was very popular, this look 10 or 15 years ago, and the quality appears great. So I don't want anyone to think I'm knocking the quality, but I don't know if this is the design that really matches and accentuates the architectural details of the home. I think there's a lot you could do here that would really be amazing. You've got this secondary bathroom and kind of, you know, smaller room towards the front of the house there. And I know this because you can see these blocks in the carport space. So you've got this big deck that runs the whole back side of the house. Again, back to that beautiful LA skyline views. You know, I am thrilled to think the kinds of things that you must be able to see, you know, from a home like this throughout the year. The weather, the way the sky looks different on different days. I mean, I just think it's going to be something truly spectacular and truly special. You've got a walk-in closet, and you know, this is that front door. The paint colors here, I'm not sure this is what I would have chosen for a home like this, but I think this gives you an idea. And it's hard to talk about $2 million being sort of the price you pay before you do anything to it. But you know, sometimes having something that's so unique as this comes with its own cost. And if you can afford it, by all means, enjoy it. Do something special. Use that money to kind of support these unique designs, because I think we want to see more designs like this made in the future. And a strong resale market for homes like this encourages people to take chances in the future. Well, that's all I've got for you guys. I hope you'd enjoyed this. If you'd like to see this home, or if you'd like to see another architectural home, or if you have an architectural home to sell here in Orange or Los Angeles counties in Southern California, we would absolutely love to help you with that. Definitely reach out to us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And questions, comments, we always love those too. We'll see you again real soon.